Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome back. This is Sidetrack here. What I'm in the middle of doing right now is I'm actually setting up a filler to fill in all this whole water area. I expanded my walls just a little bit. Pretty much it used to kind of cut in here, and I just bumped it out. So let's go ahead and set this filler up. I've already put the landmarks down. I've already set them up. They're just going to do a pretty much one-dimensional flat area here because I just really care about getting the surface. And we'll go ahead and hardened energy conduit that, and we need to throw some dirt in here. Let's see. Let's take a look. No, maybe not. What side did I change it to? Oh, there we go. Excellent. Now the one problem is this is going to come through and fill in some of these holes, so we're going to have to be kind of quick about this. And we also want to make sure we go around and put torches down because I don't want any mobs to spawn. Oop, that would have been a meteor somewhere, I think. Alright, so some of these are going to start to dry out. And I suppose I'll go back later and fix it. So the reason I'm filling this in is, as I kind of talked about last episode, I want to do more farming. And now this is technically desert biome, but I think it should be okay. Uh-oh, looks like we ran out of dirt. I think I've got more in here. I do. May need a lot more dirt than I have, though. How far is this going to get us? Probably not nearly far enough. Well, let me go let this work. I don't think you guys want to watch this. But I wanted to show you the filler just in case you forgot about those between last episode and this episode. But I'll be back in a few. Alright, we're back. It looks a little different here now. I kind of miss having my lake, but I think having a farm would be a little bit better. So I basically went back and I had to add in all these extra water blocks. My crop started drying out. But overall it was pretty easy and well worth a little bit of time spent in doing that so that I didn't have to fill all this in. Now one thing that we are going to note is that this over here is actually all desert. So we're going to have some wonderful colored sand, or rather grass. But the plant still should grow fine, and we may actually do something about it with some silverwood trees, because they will spread this nice magical biome, and that's nice and green, which is much more attractive than brown. So, we need to figure out what we're going to do. So I want to go ahead and set up a cactus farm. I've got something over here, but I think I kind of want to put one over in that direction. And I want to go ahead and set up a reed farm. We're going to do this really quick. So let me go ahead and take these cactuses down. Hopefully I have enough inventory space. Alright. So what I'm thinking of doing for some of these is... Oh, I know why. Here, let's do that off. Throw all this on the ground. And then run over it, and it'll get sucked into this bag. Alright, so what I'd like to do for the cactus and the reed is actually go ahead and use, I'm thinking probably MineFactory Reloaded. So we're going to have to come in here, and now the downside to using MineFactory Reloaded is we're going to have to get power out here. So, got to figure out how we're going to do that. Alright, so we need a couple of things. Alright, so as I said, we're going to do MineFactory Reloaded. And the first thing we're going to need in MineFactory Reloaded is the harvester. Now the harvester is a pretty cool block. Essentially what it does is, how many of these do I need? Make a bunch, throw in there. It takes any crop and it will harvest it. Why am I making so many shears? Well, I guess we can make 2 harvesters. I think that's what I was thinking of doing in the back of my head. Now, the really cool thing about the harvester is that for things like, carrots and potatoes, it, is going to harvest Do I have machine blocks? I think I might. Whoops, wrong button. Shift click. Totally lost what I was saying. Where did the... Oh, I made 2. That's why. Okay, I can't do 2 things at once. Let's focus. The harvester is really cool because for things like carrots and potatoes and wheat, it will just harvest it and you'll get the seeds and the wheat. But for things like we're going to use it for, cactus, reed, melons, pumpkins, it will harvest all but the bottom layer of your reeds and cactus, and it will harvest just the melon or the pumpkin. So that means that you can plant an area and it will just keep it trimmed. And that way you don't have to worry about replanting. It will just take the product, which is pretty cool. So we don't have to worry about using anything other than just the harvester. And we only need 1. Unfortunately, the harvester needs power. And so for power, I think what we're going to go ahead and do is an industrial craft solar panel. And I am 95% sure that Industrial Craft should still work with Minecraft Reloaded. I know it used to, but I haven't played with Industrial Craft in a long time because, it was out of commission for a little while, at least the packs that I was playing, and, certain people weren't working on it, my understanding. But a lot has changed, and I think changed for the better. I mean, the folks that are working on it right now are doing a really cool job. So we need to go through a bunch of steps. We have to get this copper cable. In order to get copper cable, we need to make uninsulated copper cable, and in order for that, we need to make ourselves a cutter. And in order to do all of this stuff, we actually need to make a forge hammer. So let's see. I bet you I can find the forge hammer if I click on this guy. Here we go. Forge hammer. And let's make 2 forge hammers. Okay. So we're going to need to make ourselves some tin plates. So let's get some tin. Oh, sweet. When did I make insulated cable? I don't remember doing that at all. Damn it. So we're going to need to make ourselves some, copper plates. And in order to do copper plates, or excuse me, tin plates, and not Tim, he's one of my good friends. We are going to need to make ourselves, I need to get more tin. Running out of tin. It's kind of weird when you think I've got 150 ingots and that's running out. How many do we need? Let's go with a nice 20. Okay. 20 tin plates. And while we're doing this, we should make ourselves some copper plates. I've got more copper. And we'll make ourselves about 20 of those too. Hopefully this is enough. Now there is a much more efficient way of making these. However, we are not using that efficient way because it involves some more complicated industrial craft machines. And we are definitely going to have to get to that. But right now, we do not. We're going to have to make ourselves some iron plates as well. Okay, so we're making ourselves some tin insulated cable. And that requires the cutter. Now, where's my cutter? I didn't make myself a cutter. What was I doing? I was gonna make myself a cutter. Let's do this. Cutter. Industrial craft. Oh, I need some iron plates. Okay. So, it's been a long time since I've used industrial craft, and all of these making plates and using cutters and things like that are all very foreign to me. I should probably just make myself a stack of iron plates. I know I'm going to need them at some point. Dot. I feel like I'm missing something. What am I missing? Oh, 2 actually iron. All right. But I know to make myself a little dangerous. Okay, solar. And we're going to make some tin. We made ourselves tin. Okay. Tin plates. Throw the rest in here. 1, 2, 3. Sure, we don't want to go too crazy with this. We are going to need to make ourselves some copper cable as well. 10 should be plenty, I hope. We need to make ourselves some tin plates. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, we need a bunch of this. Hopefully that's enough. We need rubber. And I hope I have Well, I've got some. I've got 10. Is that going to be enough? I may need to run and make ourselves some more rubber. All right, tin cable. Um, we need some redstone. Okay. One battery. Oh, you know, it would probably be good to... Alright, and we probably, whoops, should have made more than one battery, but for now, that'll work. Alright, so we've got our one battery, we've got some iron plates, we need to make ourselves an iron furnace, and for that we're going to need some regular furnaces. I might, nope, don't have it. Well, actually, I do have the furnace, I just don't have the rest of it. Is that right? Apparently not. Let's try this. Solar, generator, iron furnace. Oh, that's why. There we go. Got ourselves our iron furnace. Got ourselves our battery. And what else do we need for this? My memory's horrible. Oh, just some more iron plates. Whoops. Iron plates. Yep, right there. Cool. Got ourselves our generator. Now we are going to need some electric circuits. And for electric circuits, we need copper cable. And we need 6 copper cable, so we're going to need 12 copper cable. And of course, we're going to have to make some more copper cable. Let's throw that in there. Where are our cutters? Cutters here. 10, 11, 12, and we're going to need some more of this because let's just do that. Just in case. Alright, almost positive I'm going to need some more rubber. I am. So let me go grab some more rubber, and I'll be back in a few. Alright, got myself some rubber, getting some copper cables, and... oh, I'll just make a bunch of them. 28 copper cables. Okay, so what was I doing? We need to make ourselves some circuits, that's right. So let's try and see if we can make these now. Hopefully? What am I missing? Oh, iron plates. Need 2 circuits. And am I going to need more of these for the bat box? Bat box, right here. No, just need insulated tin and a bunch of more batteries. Kind of wish I had made those to begin with. Alright, so got that, and now all we need to do is we need, not down there, up here, glass, and I always put these in the wrong configuration, and coal. Excellent, we do have some pulverized coal. And I didn't put it in the wrong direction. Sweet. Okay, so we are making solar panel. Oh, I need one more solar panel. Tell you what, I'm going to do that and make some more batteries off camera so you don't have to see it again. Be right back. Bat box. Excellent. Okay. So, let's hope this works. Let's make it in daytime so we can actually see. You know, before we go out and do that, we got to actually grab ourselves a hoe. I've got a hoe somewhere. Or maybe I don't. Alright, well, we'll do this. What we need to do at some point is make ourselves a hoe of growth. Because I actually learned it from Thaumcraft, but I don't feel like doing that right now. I've played with enough Thaumcraft. I enjoy it, but... okay. So, I'm thinking we might set this up over here. So we put the harvester here. Now the neat thing about using MineFactory Reloaded for things like cactus and sugarcane, and I actually... no, I don't have them with me. I also have some melons, or not melons, pumpkins. And that's really cool because that allows us to, with the sugar canes, the melons, and the pumpkins, and the cactus, you can use the harvester, and you don't need to have a planter, which is pretty cool. Now I'm probably going to have some kind of a connection for this which means I'm probably going to have to, let's see, still have some copper cable. Yep, probably need to rearrange this here. Well, we'll figure it out in a minute. Okay, well let's see if this even gives it power. It does. Excellent. That works out. Cool. So this is going to get power, and it's not going to get a whole lot of power, but it won't really need to have a lot of power at any given time. I do want to change the way we have this cable, though, because, well, I'll be right back. All right, to make this wrench, we have to make ourselves some bronze. So bronze is pretty easy. You just throw tin and copper either in your induction smelter, or you can also pulverize them. 3 copper and 1 tin will give you 2 bronze. So we're going to go take this, run over here, and the wrench is pretty simple, just like so. So grab ourselves our wrench, and we'll run on back out. And I'll meet you over there. Alright, wrench is pretty easy to use. We are going to rotate this so that this face is the out. The little white dot is out. So we'll attach it up and break these. Cool. Now you can see that power is storing up in our bat box, and this is full, which is exactly what we want to see. So we need to figure out how we want to run these basically rows. I of course forgot my pumpkins, so I'll have to run in there and grab them. But I think what I'm going to do is just kind of, as it is, the harvester will harvest a 3x3 area right in front of it. So basically it will harvest this, like, you know, very tiny little area. So we're going to have to make an upgrade for it. So I'm going to run inside, grab our pumpkins, and show you the upgrades we're going to use. Alright, so there are a variety of upgrade choices, and they're all pretty much made the same way. It's plastic, redstone, and a gold nugget. The difference is going to be the metal that, or the material that's put on the top. So there are things like lapis upgrades that will increase the range of 1, and then things like emerald upgrades that will increase the range by 11. Now, I shouldn't say range, I should say radius. It's important to note that it increases the radius and not the diameter. So if you increase the radius by 1, you're effectively doubling the size of your farm from a 3x3 to a 5x5. And we are going to use the gold upgrade, which will increase the radius by 7. So it'll actually be a 15 square block that we're going to be able to harvest from. So we're going to grab this upgrade. We're going to run back out here. And I'm going to set it up, and just because I don't think you want to watch me dig holes in the ground. And then we'll be back. Alright, so here's our finished farm. Well, sort of finished. We need to get some more pumpkins. We'll probably put pumpkins down the middle on both sides. And then we need to find some melons. And I have kind of searched all over the place and still haven't found any melons. Watch, they're probably like right in this strip that I didn't get, but I'll find them at some point, maybe, hopefully. But this gives us a good start. Now, I've actually turned off our harvester, and you can do that with just a redstone signal. And now we have to figure out a way to hook up the back of this harvester to some kind of something. And what I've kind of had a very interesting idea. And I think this is what we're going to do. So, you know, we have that train that's down there, and basically the train drop-off spot. And at the moment, the train is not really doing anything but going back and forth, because I haven't had the terminal running in quite some time. But I think what I would like to do is add another train that kind of comes underground and swings by here and swings by that chest over there and drops everything off over there. So I'm going to go mine that out and probably get the materials together, because I'd like to throw this together fairly quickly. And then we'll see how much this has grown in that period of time. We are almost maxed out on power, and then we'll get to test out and see if we need more solar panels, if we need, you know, kind of if this is going to work or not, because I've actually never used industrial craft for one of these factories, excuse me, harvesters from Mine Factory Loaded. I don't think it should be a problem because really there's not a whole lot of harvesting that this is going to do. But I guess we'll find out. Okay, so you know how they always tell you not to dig straight down? Look at my health. That was the stupidest thing I've done in quite some time. I didn't think there was a cavern under there, and I didn't think I was going that far. But apparently, there was, and I did. So, good times. Alright, so dug out a nice little tunnel here. And here we are sitting at our original drop-off chest. Now what I'm actually going to do is, and of course I don't have my normal chest on me, so I'll just punch this with a brick, or axe. What we're going to do is actually switch the side of the track that this chest is on. Now this is really a temporary measure. I actually want to do something a little more interesting. And we might get to that next episode. So we're going to send this up here, and we'll just send it over. Alright, now we're going to pick up these blocks. And now what we're going to have to do, and maybe I'll fill this in. This is another little drop chute over to my infusion area. So let's go ahead, switch this out. Redstone signal. Put it on this side. Okay. So I'm actually going to leave this blank for the moment. And that needs to come down. Okay. So we've got... I only have a cargo pickup rail. I forgot to grab the other one, so I'll grab it in a minute. But let's go ahead and do this. So if we start setting this down, I have to move some of these things. And I'm just going to mirror what I did on the other side. And like I said, I'm actually going to come back next episode and fix this a little bit. Well, maybe next episode. We're going to get the basics down here. Let's put a couple boosters. I ultimately only wanted to get just enough to get a cart to get through here. I may need to add a couple more booster things. Alright, so let's dig this out just a little bit. And we need our cargo pickup rail. Let's put it directly underneath here. And probably ought to do it this way. Okay. We need to get ourselves some redstone torches, and we need to go upstairs. But before we go upstairs, let us go ahead and... Where do those item ducts go? We can use the opaque ones. Okay. Well, I'm going to go grab a chest. Suppose I can throw the cart on here. Who is shooting at me? Oh, he's shooting at me. Put the cart here. He's not going to go anywhere. And back in a second. Alright, well, I'm not a big fan of how this is turning out at the moment. Obviously, I'm putting a cobblestone block right in front of my door. Not a big fan of that. But I think it'll be okay once we fix it a little bit later. And put that there. This there. So just redstone signaling it up. And hopefully our train will get to where we want it to go. I guess we'll find out. Why am I shoving it this way? Go the other way. See how far it gets. Uh-oh, trouble in paradise. We have a stuck minecart. I'll have to pick that up and renegotiate where it's going to go. Should sit there. Let's put our item chest right down here at the bottom. So that should work out. And this should work out. I just need to send this all the way up to our block right up top. Cart is going down, coming back. Looking pretty good. See you guys up top. Alright, so this is looking pretty good. Came back up top, and our farm is going crazy. We're going to have more cactus and reed and pumpkin than we know what to do with. So before I turn this on, well, I should say before I... let's do this. Before I hook it up, I'm going to turn it on and let it run for a minute. Nah, that's kind of silly. That would be stupid. Well, it wouldn't really be stupid. But I kind of want the pumpkins. But I guess I don't want them that badly. Alright. Attaching this up. Reroute that. And it should force them into the tube. We shouldn't need to have a redstone signal or anything. So, here goes. Top, top, top. Chop, chop, chop. So, we probably, well, it'll be okay. So you can see everything is starting to get sent off down the tube. Let's go ahead and harvest these before it can get them. And then we can replant some pumpkins. And now the thing that I want to know is, after using all of this, how much power is it going to have left in the bat box? Because, oh, plenty. Oh yeah, this will be fine. At least I think so. So let's plant a couple more pumpkins. And then we're going to have to set up a system for what to do with all of this stuff, all of that stuff, and I'm thinking biofuel. Alright, excellent. We can see pumpkins moving their way through. If we go over here and take a look at our chest, we are developing a nice stash of, well, really all the things that we've been getting lately. The only other thing that I want to do is connect this cart to that chest. So I'm going to go dig a hole really quick, and we will just kind of route it. I might just route it around, because we're going to have some more stuff over here that we're going to want it to pick up. And so let me do that and expand our tunnel. Alright, so I just want to point this out because I'm digging out my tunnel, and I'm actually using the landmarks for use other than with the filler. And I just kind of want to point that out because not everybody realizes that, you know, the landmarks are a multi-purpose tool. And basically what I did is, this is sitting right underneath my chest. So my chest is actually right here. And talk about kind of lucky. Whoa, wait a minute. What are you doing down here? Little guy? Apparently he came down the hole that I cut over there, and he was coming to pick up something over here, and now he doesn't know how to get back. Great. That's kind of funny. Maybe I'll cut him a way up. Let's do this. I suppose I could pick him up with the bell. That might be the smarter thing to do. But this isn't too far out of the way. Anyway, I'll be back in a few. And he's back. Back to work, little guy. I can't believe he did that. That's funny. Alright, here we are. We've got cart coming down, going back, but we really want it to go down, come and turn, and then head back. So how we're going to do that is we are going to apply a redstone signal to this junction, and that will flip it from going to the right to going to the left. Now we only want it to flip at certain times. So we probably need to get down here a little bit more. I'm going to force connect. Alright. So then this, if we send this up here, and should connect to the rail. Oh, yeah, you can stop there. We're going to use a detector track And I believe that this should trigger the redstone signal. I might be wrong. I might find out that I'm completely... Alright, be right back. Alright, I think this should work. So we've got... Oh, let me put that redstone signal back down. Quick. Goes down, hits this detector switch, switches the track, and heads on back. Well, it would actually be good if we had a redstone signal signaling this each time it tried to go someplace. Oh, but it's going to get stuck again. Alright, so we need to put our cargo pickup rail right here. And then we need to add our track, destroy the track, and get a block that we can actually put on top here. Excellent. Redstone signal. Go! Alright, so this should work well. Very cool. Now, the only thing left we have to do is run over here, pipe this up, and we're going to need a chest as well. I'll come back with the chest in a minute. A deep hole. Alright. And just in the nick of time, because this chest is getting insanely full. I didn't think that I'd really been leaving it for that much, but apparently I have. So, back in a jiffy. Meet you downstairs. Oh wait, don't want to forget the redstone signal here. Meet you downstairs. Alright, here we are. Let's see if this is going to work. Slot the chest on. Well, there goes the train. And hopefully things should start coming out. At least. There we go. Excellent. Here they come. And now we're going to definitely have to figure out what to do with this, because this is going to absolutely fill up. Excellent. This is very cool. This is very cool. So, I'm going to go ahead and call it. We've been playing for quite a while, and it is well past the wrapping up point. I keep trying to make these episodes under half an hour, and I keep totally failing on that aspect. Otherwise, I've been having a lot of fun, so hopefully you've been enjoying watching. And next time we will figure out more of this farming stuff and probably start working on biofuel, actually, because we're going to have to start burning up some of this, all these excess crops. Otherwise, we're not going to have any room left in our ME system. We may need to make another drive at this point. But until next time, this is Sidetrack signing off. Take it easy, folks.